So we should be live right now. A very exciting time, of course, because of what we are about to talk about, but also because this is the first time we're trying it like this with OBS. So if any errors occur, please forgive us. But let's focus on the main task at hand, and that is the album release, the third album of Trolska Polska. Welcome. Welcome, Magnus and Malte. So great to have you here. And we have an extra part of this screen ready. We might be joined by another band member still, but so great to see you guys. Yeah, I see backdrops of the album cover for the both of us, Malte and Magnus. You are, I think, in your kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because why not? Well, we have an interview coming up, but there's also this YouTube video that was just uploaded featuring Martin explaining all about Trolska Polska. So I suggest we first go there, and after that we will do the interview. So for everybody watching, please enjoy the announcement of the third album of Trolska Polska, which is called, guys,
Eufori.
Eufori. And I think this is a great time to be euphoric about something, and this is a good one. All right, here we go.
Jeg hedder Martin Seberg, og for 9 år siden fik jeg en idé at samle et helt troldeorkester. Og det gik faktisk så godt, at vi fik blod på tanden til at spille mere, og nu har det lige pludselig stået på i 9 år. Og vi er ved at udgive vores 3. CD. Det der med trolde, det er sådan en lidt pudsig ting. Men det kommer meget naturligt, fordi at da jeg var lille, havde min mor nogle bøger, hun altid læste op for mig, da jeg skulle sove, med trolde i. Og da jeg så begyndte at kunne læse selv, så lånte jeg Trollepus på biblioteket, og der var 30 bøger med trolde. Så hele det der univers, det blev grundlagt allerede inden at musikinteressen kom. Og det har været sådan en rejse igennem sådan et helt liv at finde ind til, hvad for noget musik man egentlig synes, der går ind og rører en. Og det har været sådan naturligt at finde ind i folkemusikken, fordi der er så mange forskellige instrumenter og stemninger i folkemusik fra mange forskellige lande. Så den rejse har fyldt nok de sidste 30 år af mit liv. Jamen, Trolska Polska er jo essensen af noget, som startede for 20 år siden, hvor jeg var til noget, der hed Bingsjöstämman i Sverige. En bakke midt ude i en skov, hvor der stod 1000 spillemænd og spillede violinmusik derude. Og efter at have gået det sådan det meste af et døgn med violiner rundt om sig, så gik jeg hjem til min telt nede ved elven igennem skoven, og så var det ligesom, at de der violiner blev ved med at spille inde i hovedet på en. Og der tror jeg, der kom den første sådan rigtig trollet melodi, hvor jeg bare sådan så de der billeder af nogle trolde og elver og sådan noget. Og jeg tænkte, det var sjovt, hvor kom den her melodi fra? Det var bare ligesom essensen af hele det der sammensurium af den der musik ude i skoven der. Sådan, i musikken, jeg synes, i meget af det svenske musik, kan man høre rigtig mange af de der figurer fra den nordiske mytologi. Og efterhånden som det tegnede sig sådan, at der kunne blive til et helt repertoire med det, sådan, så var der ikke nogen vej udenom. Så og det der troldeorkester, det voksede og voksede. Og det har vi turneret rundt med. Og det blev mere og mere en fest fra gang til gang, fordi at folk sådan virkelig lever sig ind i det univers, og man kan bare mærke, at der er rigtig mange mennesker, der savner eventyret i hverdagen. Ikke? Det hele er blevet så kontrolleret og så byagtigt. Og sådan. Så når vi spiller der, så går folk sådan helt ind i en anden verden og danser og har den vildeste fest. Så det er faktisk bare blevet noget, som de kan lide rigtig meget. Ikke bare at spille musik for nogen, men at holde en kæmpe stor troldefest sammen, alle sammen. Og når alle bare danser og er helt inde i den verden, så er man bare et. Så er man ikke i tvivl om, man har det dejligt sammen. Og det er det, som bare er det fantastiske ved det her band. Det tredje album, der har vi simpelthen været inde og finde alt det, der er endnu mere troldet og endnu mere poetisk. Vi har simpelthen fundet melodier, der er maxet inden for den stemning, de lige repræsenterer. Så jeg faktisk våger at påstå, det er nok den vildeste CD, vi er kommet op med til dato, fordi at der er blevet kredset for hver melodi, så det blev sådan helt ind til benet eventyrligt. Så kommer der en lille booklet med en historie til hver melodi. Og som om det ikke skulle være nok, så har vi fået en tegner med. Jeg var på Esbjerg Fantasy Festival sidste efterår, og der mødte jeg en tegner, som sådan spot on lige havde den der eventyrlige streg, og var god til at tegne store, venlige trolde, fordi i det her orkester, der vi sådan arbejder lidt på troldenes image. Og Kent, som vi mødte i Esbjerg, han har den her evne til at indfange trolde, som udstråler ekstremt meget venlighed og naturlighed. Sådan, hans streg passer lige til musikken og til historierne. Den næste CD her kommer faktisk til at blive sådan et helstøbt, altså hvor der er synergi imellem historie og billeder og musik. Så det hele hænger sammen. Man kan høre musikken for sig selv, eller man kan sidde og læse med sine børn eller børnebørn. Kan man læse historien, så kan man høre musikken og genopleve historien i musikken. Så det hele det sådan spiller sammen. Det er vi meget spændte på, hvordan den bliver taget imod derude. Altså troldebandet er virkelig blevet sammenspillet efter de her 9 år nu, kan man mærke. Og alle har fundet deres egen sådan indre trold frem i orkestret. Det var der vist ikke nogen, der havde troet, der skulle komme det ud af sådan et fjollet koncept. Men det er en fest, og det er et univers, som det viser sig, at folk rigtig gerne vil inviteres med ind. Så jeg tror, at troldene er kommet for at blive.
Okay, we are back. Such a beautiful video to watch. I love the fact that you paid so much attention into the making of, basically, what is happening here. So we're still trying to fill that 4th spot, so who knows. But already I think this is wonderful to have seen, and I'm really curious. We of course all saw the video, I'm guessing all people watching, of Tumult, which was in this amazing park with sculptures. There was some parts of it in the video. So can you tell us anything about how that video came to be? There's the artist, his name is Thomas, if I remember correctly.
Thomas
Dumbo, yeah, that's it. So how on earth did you find this place, and how did you get permission to film it, even sitting on some of these statues?
Oh, right on
Ah,
time.
there he is. Okay.
Hello.
Okay,
Sorry for the delay.
I'm going to try
Yeah,
to see if I can get you into the OBS stream so we can add you to what is actually going out to the people. So Mats, hang in there, and Magnus or Malte, if you can answer my question, then I'll try to fix it.
I will start the answer, but probably Mats should finish it because he's
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but basically, I think it was Mats's big idea. Actually, he got this idea of making a music video with these sculptures, and it's actually a big. It's like a park, big park where this artist have been making these big, huge trolls, and we just had to do something with it, yeah, because it's too good to be true. And it's just in Hagen, so it's really close to where most of us are anyway.
Yeah, it was very.
I think Mats is in the stream now, right?
Yeah.
Can we confirm? Yeah, okay.
Hello.
Welcome, Mats.
Just to let you know that you are live.
Right.
Welcome to my first ever OB. And welcome to your own album release.
Thank you.
So, sorry, please continue with
exciting.
the answer.
Yeah, actually, I think it was Mats. You had the idea to make this music video, and you actually contacted the municipality who kind of owns the park.
Yeah, I kind of, it's the idea was that like there is a troll in each municipality in around Copenhagen, so they have one each, and I wrote them all, and only one of them, Hvidovre, answered, and they were ready for the idea, and yeah, like all the trolls are like for public access, so we just went around and filmed the video in all the cities. And now, of course, Denmark is, because Thomas Dambo, who makes these wonderful sculptures, he had planned on building a lot. He had built these trolls all over the world. There's a couple in Belgium. There's even one on Cuba, I think.
There's some Japan as well.
And in South Korea as well. So they are all over the place. And he had planned on building a lot more around the world in these months, but because of the corona, luckily for Denmark, they all ended up in Denmark. So right now there's a lot of new trolls being built and haven't been built in Denmark. So we have a lot of new ones.
Oh, wow.
All around.
But you said, we went around, but you're also on top of them. Is that allowed? Or did you just basically do it, act now, apologize later, basically?
Well, I don't know. We didn't really ask, but Bakketoptrine, which is the one that's sitting in Hvidovre, she has a platform in her hands like this that is built for that sort of thing. So I'm pretty sure that all of them are meant for children or trolls to climb on them.
So then the obvious question is, did you ever grow up? So basically you're allowed, right? I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
We're trolls after all.
Indeed, yeah. It was wonderful to see, and well, that came out already about a year ago. So I'm wondering about the process in between, because there's more songs on it than just Tumult, right?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed you already went live on Spotify, if I'm allowed to say, I don't know.
Yes, you are. Finally.
Of course, everybody needs a hard copy, right? I mean, that is the real deal. But for
that's the idea, that you can go on Spotify and check the album out, but as I'm sure you already talked about, the whole idea is that the physical CD is the full package where you get the full experience.
Indeed. Yeah. Well, I am not going to try to pronounce other names. I think I can do a couple, but the Tanksum Lichtemondene, is that anything close?
Tanksum Lichtemondene.
Yeah.
It makes it hard for me to kind of guess what the central theme of the album is about. Does the title reflect the songs? What is the general feel people can expect?
Well, if you get the hard copy, you also get the English translations of the tunes.
Good selling point.
It's a good selling point, exactly.
But
And I think a lot of the tunes have very much the title tied into them, and we get inspired by the idea of the landscape that the title is built upon. So to say.
Exactly. And I think in that respect, this album is not so different from our previous albums. Like each title reflects either a creature or like a mood or a setting. The difference here with this album is that they are all tied together in one continuous story, which you will also get if you get the hard copy. But the concept is pretty much the same. Like we've written new tunes for different trolls and different moods.
So is there a certain number of trolls, or are, let's say, new ones constantly discovered?
we discovered constantly new trolls, kind of just. We have kind of this passion in the band also to get our hands on troll literature and history, and suddenly somebody finds a book on a secondhand store somewhere and they're like, whoa, what's this myth? We haven't heard of this, it needs a song. Kind of a funny one from this album is the Slut and Langpat.
Yes.
which we found out was like a Danish, very traditional, like a mythologic creature, which was this kind of old lady with huge, like long tits, like really long tits.
All right.
That's her name, Langpat, like long.
Ah, right. Okay,
boobs.
I see the
Yeah. And she was like this witch trolley kind of character, running around with her really long boobs, and she would put them on her back when she was running over the fields. We need a song for that, so we made a song for that. Yeah.
Indeed, why not?
I think what's interesting also to like there might be a constant amount of trolls, but each time we make a new CD and make new music, we because like Slat and Langpat is one example. There's also the Lygtemænd, which is the title you referred to before, Lygtemændene, which suddenly we find ourselves Googling the internet because we have a term for them in Danish or Swedish. Like we have this is the certain kind of troll, and then you need to Google them, and sometimes you will find that there's not really a larger European equivalent, but most often there is. Slat Langpat is really specifically Danish,
Right.
but the Lygtemænd is also very present apparently in Celtic culture, and we had a large discussion of which of the names we should use for that.
Oh, goodness.
And we ended up with the Hinky Punks.
But they are also known as Will-O-Wisps.
Exactly.
Right. That rings a
Will
bell.
over this. Yeah. And so that's very interesting. We get more and more knowledge.
I love it where there's this pan-European folklore that is written into the music, and if sometimes I look at these like Harpatoner, which Katiran at one point released, and then others followed, and you can see that it's known throughout Europe. So
Exactly.
bards were really moving around and teaching each other these stories and basically trading them, and they evolve in certain places. Sometimes a sea is referred to, or it's a river in a different version, or a lake in another one.
Exactly.
But it shows the way we were connected back in the days.
And still are. We have more in common than we have in
Indeed.
difference.
That is very true. I must of course ask, since the title is so euphoric, right? I mean, that's what I guess it means.
It
Eufori.
does.
Yeah, but we didn't want to translate it because Euphoria is already a tune.
Yeah.
Indeed. But I'm wondering, it's kind of a, let's say, bold statement in these times. And most of the album, I guess, was produced when we were all at home basically, or very much apart. But it's kind of like going into the flow and saying, no, this is a totally different feeling we want to send out. So what was the rationale behind this?
Well, the CD was produced way before all the things happened, so it wasn't really part of the process when we made the music.
We planned to release it in the spring, actually.
Yeah.
We had a big tour and everything.
Yeah.
And
so
we were postponed.
Exactly, because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess you could say it became sort of a statement, because we were, when we found out that we aren't going on this tour and we don't really need the album, strictly speaking, because usually you release an album to go and tour with it, and the corona meant that we could spend some more time on getting all the details right, and at some point we wanted to release like a new single, and I think Eufori was an obvious and good choice, because we've just been the opposite for such a long time.
So it's a countermeasure, let's say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Intended or not, this is it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's get spread some good vibes.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, in these times, of course, you also did this collaboration video, which was fun to do. And as most of Europe now is heading into the second wave, I can tell you in the Netherlands it is the case. Can we expect more collaborations like that? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But can we expect more of these collaborations?
Yeah, maybe. We haven't really planned it. So far, it's kind of been focused on getting the album out, but it would be nice to do some more of these. It's quite fun to make, at least.
I would say let's hope we don't have to do those.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good
That
answer.
would be great.
Yeah.
If
I'd rather play with you guys in real life.
Yeah, me too.
Likewise.
So how far apart are you? When was the last time you actually met?
Well, me and Mads, we met actually, what was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
But that
Me
was-
and us also,
Yeah.
but not Magnus.
This is where I'm sitting. It's actually where Malte and Magnus likes to sleep when they're in Copenhagen. on that couch right there.
This is some really nice inside information. It's funny, by the way, because of course Martin isn't in the call, but you have a lot of people with a first name starting with an M.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing it's not a requirement.
M and A.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, of course, I'm quite sure it's not a requirement, but are you still all connected in these times? Because, well, you released the album, of course, but I guess it can be really hard, right? How do you... Did you record everything separately, or were there moments you all got together? How did this go?
We recorded it, as Magnus said, last year, actually. So everything was kind of already done by the time lockdown happened.
Right.
So we kind of just decided to wait it out a bit and see what happens, and also kind of we could do some finishing touches on the artwork and make it even better product for the release. So that was kind of, it hasn't really affected the album process because we made most of the work last year. And actually,
right.
Funny story, we did write almost half of the album is written at the CeltCast home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
For the people,
Yeah.
for the people that didn't know, you sent out this ad basically, right? Asking, hey, is there any place we can stay? And then Arjan was crazy enough to say, just come over. I'll take care of the beers and the food, and you just
And so he did.
So we did. pancakes.
That was amazing.
Yeah, so we.
Shout out to Marian.
Yeah, three tunes or 4 tunes was conceived in his house.
Yeah.
So, are any on the album?
Yes, all of them. Yeah.
So, can you? I think you would make his day if you can tell me which ones those were or came to be.
One of them was Tumult, which is the one we did the video with the Thomas Dambo sculptures. And the other one was Kæmpe, Den Vandrende Kæmpe.
The last tune of the album.
The last tune of the album, which is one of my personal favorites, were also conceived there. And what was the last one? I think it was...
Måneskins Minuet.
Exactly, yeah. Måneskins Minuet, which means moonlight minuet.
Ah, I see it. It's I don't know if they are on Spotify in the right order. Obviously, I don't have the hard copy yet.
They
it was
are
right before.
They should
Eufori.
be in they should be in the right order. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing we are thinking about of doing more, giving artists a space where they can simply be, relax, and let these creative juices flow amongst other juices, let's say. But I was there as well. Of course, we did the Live in the Living Room session there with Arjan. Came very close to the longest one ever, which was Seed Pagan Folk. That one was 2 hours and 20 minutes, and we were just under. I remember. But it's really awesome to know that it's basically part of the story of CeltCast is in the album.
Very much. And that was also the premiere of Den Vandrende Kæmpe. We at that particular broadcast, I remember. First time we played it for anyone.
We should get a link description, as they always say. Once we're done, we will post the link to the video I have of it. So
absolutely.
Now we have these bold organizers that are basically planning still. And there was in the video, people saw a bit of footage of Archeon, which is, I can walk there if I want. So is there any hope of seeing you in the near future somewhere around these parts?
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I want to believe it. We would love to come down to you guys and meet up with everybody, all our friends down there.
You really miss it.
Yeah, that would be so awesome. I think the last gig you did in the Netherlands specifically was Cadanza, if I'm not mistaken.
That's true. Yeah, that was amazing.
Talk about people dancing to your music, right?
Fantastic. Great experience.
How it should be. Yeah. Had you been before?
Me and Mess were there with our quartet. Floating Sofa Quartet.
Floating Sofa Quartet,
yeah.
I had never been, and I was blown away.
Cool place.
Indeed. Yeah, I really hope we can return to these things soon enough. I know that in some small sense things are starting up. Faun is doing a acoustic concert, and I believe Fairlight today also is having a performance somewhere. So. Yeah, there is hope, but we have to be careful, of course.
That's it.
Well, meanwhile, I think people can enjoy the album to the fullest.
Yeah.
Of course, we already mentioned it's on Spotify, but I think I read the first 2 comments that were there under this live stream, and of course, the big question is where can we find it?
That's a good question. So basically, as with the 2 last albums, we've released this on the brilliant record label that is God Danish Folk Music, and they have their homepage or their web shop is called folkshop.dk. But unfortunately, our Eufori is not on the page yet, but I'm sure if not today, it will be tomorrow. and and you can order it from there. And Erling,
Awesome.
our good friend Erling will get them in the mail as soon as he has them.
And these will be shopping worldwide? Or, sending out worldwide?
Usually,
Because I don't know if you noticed, but there are actually fans from Indonesia watching now.
Yeah, I saw that.
amazing.
Hello, Indonesia.
Hello.
So I hope I'm pronouncing the name right, but it's Dikun that is watching, which is, I think, quite awesome.
Cool.
That your music reaches such a large audience.
We would love to come to Indonesia and play one day.
Well, D, make it happen.
Yeah.
Just have them fly over and be prepared for a large gathering of trolls. Okay. Well, we said we would keep it a short interview.
Yeah.
Let's not go to 2 hours plus. I'm really curious and I want to start listening to the album as well. So yeah, thanks guys for pushing through the release of Eufori, your third album.
Thank you, Alex, for hosting us. Such always lovely to work with you guys in CeltCast. You just do the good work.
Yeah.
Much obliged. It was a pleasure. All right. Well, good luck with Aftermath. I hope you will get lots and lots of praise for the album, but we will sure be doing a review of it. So then, I can only say let's enjoy the ride, guys.
Thank you.
Enjoy your weekend, and to all the viewers out there, please enjoy their music and head on over to that shop tomorrow, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, thanks, and let's keep in touch.
Yeah.
Let's do.
All right.
Have a good
Bye.
weekend, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.